Hello, everyone. I am Chris Falco, and I am storytelling for.
Andrew, I play Mason, a Dawncast Solar and probably former member of the Pentex first teams.
Peter asked Dolores Star, the Heart Eater, the Office Witch, or something.
And I am Alpha Wolf, playing the nameless abyssal known only as Goth Lady.
All right. So, last time we played, which was a little bit ago for all of us because of various real life complications, essentially you studied some magic items with friends and then learned about some impending doom because Pentex is finally getting to the point where they can't just ignore you anymore. You have spent some time making sure that nobody in your office is going to cause any problems. The only person that really isn't under the mind control of Dolores' lair charm is Jewel, the leader of the Pentex first team for the local Magadon office. And she's been basically mind controlled to stay out of it for the time being on a more short-term scale. Which means that with various ministrations, Mason is seen as being in charge by the grunts of the local first team, since, they're basically under your lot's control. Now, if I recall from last time, you were all basically low on essence and licking your wounds. But you do believe that you have some amount of time before anything terrible happens. They need to gather some resources. And Henry, who obviously the player is not playing with us anymore, I've gone over that before, it's basically his work schedule sucks, but the character we're assuming is still in IT, and he's basically intercepted some communications that say that, yeah, you at least have about a week of time before they can gather the resources that they need. And they are being purposely kind of vague in their digital communications, like they know that they're probably going to be seen, but, there's only so much they can do when they're gathering resources from probably various different places.
Oh, a week. That'll give us plenty of time.
Yep. So, speaking of, I guess you were on Wednesday last time, so we'll be going into Thursday morning. Coming into the office. I believe your plan was basically to start fortressing up and holding up there because your homes are much less safe.
Yes, and I moved my ward over to the dojo, and
Right.
not ideal, but I'm not sure I could just bring him to the office. It'd be kind of weird, and also it's going to be attacked, so it's like maybe that's a little strange.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
your ward is your younger brother, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can get him to the dojo without any issue, and Kevin is willing enough to watch him for, a week. Like, to the extent that someone his age needs to be watched, more like make sure no one magics him from afar or something.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
they can do much better there than I can do here, probably.
Right. They're probably not going to feed him, but you can send him pizza money from your big stash, so he'll be happy enough.
Can I bring my PlayStation? Sure.
Right. Okay, so what do you all want to do to actually prepare the office otherwise?
Probably. My first step is going to be like, okay, you're all American citizens, right? We're going to get guns and other weapons, but guns mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well-
presumably I will take us down to a weapons outlet and acquire them legally.
Okay.
I mean, you use company credit card.
We are probably gonna have to buy mine because since I'm an abyssal, I'm not sure I'm an American citizen anymore, seeing as I legally died.
Did you legally die, or just supernaturally legally die?
Unclear.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not.
the person that you used to be died, and that person used to be an American citizen. You don't have a birth certificate.
Yeah, basically, if you gave someone like your ID when asked, you are basically saying this is my name, so you would get hit with abyssal stuff for that. So you're not legally not an American citizen, but if you acknowledge that you're an American citizen, it causes problems for you.
Well, not if I acknowledge I'm an American citizen, but if I present anything to verify such.
That's what I mean,
Yeah.
yes. If you present your ID and say, yes, this is my ID, that's being hit with acknowledging your name.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could also always get illegal weapons, which is like we also have an armory, so it's not like we can't. If you want a pistol, we've got them, right?
Yeah, you can get like a pistol and rifle and stuff from the, first team's armory.
I would just go to gun fair, nobody checks the IDs there, or something. Thanks, NRA.
Yep.
I mean,
Sadly,
I
we
mean,
don't know
hi-
many criminals yet, but soon.
I mean, hi, I can blackmail half the first teams. It's fine.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
Long story short, if you just want a basic weapon, you can assume you can get it from the armory or something like that.
Right.
You're probably not going to be able to find a rocket launcher or something like that, but
Right.
Yeah, I'm
a pistol or
making sure
rifle,
I'm-
you're good.
Yeah, I'm looking for a heavy revolver and a rifle. So
Yeah, you can get that just fine.
How do we go about obtaining guns in bulk? Because Dolores picked up Sanctuary of Blood and Salt, which means she regenerates really fast in her layer. So that means she can do Object Awaken Anointment every 30 minutes to awaken something to be sentient. So if she had like 100 guns, she could churn through them in a day, and they'd be all, alive and shooting on their own will.
They wouldn't
I'm-
have much ability to move. Like, even chairs and... I guess if you tied them all to, like, a chair, the chairs could...
we can share.
like, make little turrets out of, like, wheelie office chairs and put a gun on them. Yeah, you could do that.
Take a gun, duct tape it to a stick, and congrats, you can now move in your gun.
Probably what I'll do is drill the first team we have in resisting an incursion in the office. I wonder why that might be the case.
Yeah, that would be pretty weird if that kind of thing happened. But,
Yeah, right. And we should
Yeah, I
put
know,
focus on,
right?
like, they might be dressed as Pentex troopers to confuse you, but they're really, outside interference.
That
They're interlopers.
that is a great idea, and the first team is plenty willing to do that.
So question, how willing would they be to accept zombies in the office?
Like, casually, that's going to cause problems because not everyone in the office knows everything
Right.
as of yet.
What you do, though, you put, like, just heavy clothes on them. It's fine. Like, they're
I was
a work
actually-
crew.
There's, like, you can put them in the, like, lab if there's not too many
Yeah.
of them, and because, everyone
I was-
there knows what's going on.
Yeah, I was referring to actually the first team's areas.
The first team is probably trained not to want to be around zombies. They're probably going to be kind of suspicious, but I guess you can force them well enough to just deal with it.
I mean, we have plenty of back rooms in liminal spaces we could put all the zombies in.
Right.
I'm gonna put them in some back rooms, I guess, and build a zombie army. That is my plan.
All right.
Where do
Which
you get the bodies from?
Huh?
Where do you get the bodies from?
Cemeteries, obviously.
Ah,
All right. So
that cemetery.
which charm is it to start with? Just so I can.
Command the dead. I need to spend 1 essence per zombie, but they retain animation for a full cycle of the moon. So, I'm
All
start
right.
building a zombie army.
Okay. Player rolls 1 essence and rolls charisma plus leadership if attempting to assert control. Difficulties, the blah blah blah. Court to start out the server. Difficulty 6. Okay. So basically, what you're looking at is trying to make enough of them to create a battle group, because we're definitely not running 30 zombies
Yes.
separately.
This is correct. That is indeed what I am trying to look at. Yes.
All right, let me give just a momentary glance at the size chart, and we will decide how much you can reasonably get and still have full essence when things happen.
If our solar is willing to help and donate essence, the answer is going to be a lot higher than you expect.
Right.
We
Yeah.
have a dragon's
Yeah, but we
nest
have a
for
dragon's nest.
regen.
You do.
So anytime.
Of course, there's also the problem of how many you can get without
Yes.
it causing a problem.
The difficulty is going to be you stealing the corpses, not the essence. The power.
Right. So, why don't you give me some sort of a roll for getting a bunch of corpses, whether it's like bribing a gravekeeper or just sneaking in or whatever you want to do.
Hi, can I do charisma intimidation with a blackmail specialty?
Ooh, what do you have to blackmail with?
Yeah, so I have an army of specters that are able to spy on people for me at any given time.
I see. So watch the guy for a day and you're sure any gravekeeper has got some creepy secret.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, make me the roll, but the base difficulty is going to be 8 because you're playing telephone with specters. And you only have a few days to, get the corpse harvesting started before,
I'm assuming this is the following day, and or I have 1 point of essence for an excellency.
Yes.
So
Like I
I'm
said, we're starting in the morning of the next day.
okay. Yeah. So I get mine back at dusk.
You also can
So
just sleep in the office.
Yeah, true. I'm just gonna hang out in the office for a bit. Then you do that. All right. So So that's an excellency for me.
Mhm.
16 base difficulty is going to be
8.
this is charisma though, yes? Or is it manipulation?
Well, it'd be manipulation if you're trying to blackmail someone.
All right, this is fine. I'm willing to spend a willpower on my charm. That's my
Okey-doke.
last point. Well, actually no, because it's the next day, so I would have gotten a point of willpower back. Unless, wait, no.
Yes,
Okay,
you gain
yeah,
a point of willpower when you sleep.
Okay, so I'm back at 1, I guess. And I'm gonna lower the difficulty by 2 using Haunting Inflection technique.
Okay.
So that's a cast ability,
Mhm.
and I have a specialty.
Okay.
That is 11. That is 11 successes, my guy.
Is
Roll the
the
channel over the fantastic grounds.
Oh, sorry, I rolled the dice bot channel. Oops.
Oh, I see. Let's see. I can look at that and. Alright. Yeah, in the future, use Fantasy Grounds. I'll just copy and paste so everyone can see.
forgot. Yeah, I just
All good.
forgot. Oops. It's been
That's
a while.
good. I know you've. Yep, it's been a bit. It's all good. All right. So yes, 11-ish successes. So, the specters are able to reveal to you that this guy apparently killed someone, except you don't entirely believe them, but you believe that they've made it believable that he's killed someone. So you have quote-unquote evidence that this gravekeeper has committed murder.
Oh, God.
Yes. And so it's, when you show all of that to him and explain it, it's, there's nothing he can do about it. He's just like, fine, take what you need. I'm sure no one checks. It's fine.
And this is how I subtly managed to get postal shipments to the office.
I mean, yeah, you'll probably want to like reroute it a couple times, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you operate at night, you animate some zombies to animate more, to dig up and animate more zombies, and so on, so on, and eventually you take a big U-Haul.
Animate a zombie
like-
to drive the U-Haul filled with other zombies.
Just give me names and name tags. Like type, I'll make name tags and then I will return them to their proper graves after. I don't plan on desecrating the dead
Hmm.
any more than I need to.
Right. Some of them, it's quite possible some of them will be in less than ideal condition when you're done, but,
We'll check.
Why don't you just roll the dice pool for Command the Dead for me once? Because, yeah,
Alright.
that's just Charisma and Leadership difficulty 6. I'm going to, basically, if you succeed, I'm going to assume that things go smoothly enough for you on average that you'll still be full when it comes to the attack, and if you fail, I'm going to put you down in essence when that happens.
Alright, so the good news is Haunting Inflection Technique Supernal, it's a charisma roll, so I get -2 difficulty on it.
Sure.
So, and I'm, again, spending an essence for an excellency. Because I get essence back really quickly in a dragon nest, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alrighty. 16 dice diff 4, let's go, boys.
Okay,
9.
yeah. Yep, on average things go so smoothly that, you have all the zombies that you can reasonably get without starting to attract a news crew to the suddenly empty graveyard. Because you need to do some amount of cover-up and stuff in the process of getting the dead out of the graves and so on, so basically, I think what I'm going to do is give you a size 2 battle group, which implies several dozen combatants, which I think is reasonable. Especially since you probably aren't going to spread out over enough different cemeteries. So, I will just... Forgive me, viewers who can see a bit ahead of time of what I'm working with. I'm just copying one of my other battle group NPCs. Except this one will end up being for you, of course. And I'm going to change a lot of this stuff.
I will ask, is there any chance I might be able to get a Metis corpse or two from my family?
A what corpse?
A Metis corpse.
A dead werewolf.
No, they will not give you that.
Figured I would ask, because,
Yeah.
that'd be cool, but...
You do not have enough supernatural status yet to say please don't ask questions when you ask for a werewolf corpse.
That's fair.
So just don't bury our ground and don't ask for permission, just ask for forgiveness.
Well, when you ask, hey, where are the Metis corpses are buried? Is like the god lady covered in skulls. It's like, hey, I just need to see them. I want to pay my respects.
Right.
Well, that could also cause some veil issues in the office, so probably better.
Let's put that back. Alright, I think that is everything. Except I should change that image. Alright, well, anyway, while I am fucking with stuff that viewers have to watch me do, what else do people want to do to get ready?
Well, again, Dolores probably will be animating a bunch of office furniture, some bulkier, document storage places, and what have you, and maybe strapping some guns to it, try to make it one object and have something with that.
Alright. So remind me which charm it is that you're doing the weird animating stuff with.
Object Awakening Anointment.
Right.
I guess I can just copy that and paste in the chat.
Right. Well,
Okay.
I mean, that's the base ones. Oh, I see. Used within the awakened essence layer, it remains animated so long as the layers are powered. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, I see over time
so-
that becoming a problem. I think
And yes, since
that's...
I have the healing charm that regenerates my lethal every 30 minutes, then yeah, I could do like 100 of these a day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, 50.
Now, of course, only so many of them are going to actually have weapons, though.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, hey, let's get some guns in bulk.
Right.
Well, it's
Okay.
fine, even if they're brawl, whatever, then...
Right. Give me... Do you have any sort of crafting or something like that basically to connect the guns enough to the moving pieces that they will work together without it becoming a problem? Because I don't think the animated objects are really going to know how to use a weapon properly if it's not part of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't have any craft dots, I don't have any craft charms.
Does
So-
anyone have any
I
craft
do.
dots? Okay, so Mason can help you.
Mason will do it. Like,
All
yes,
right.
I can make your weird booby traps. I don't understand why these are important.
Hmm.
What about calling one of our wizard friends and being like, so how do wards work? How do we make wizards not able to wizard at us? Or do we just have to hope for the best?
Let's handle that after you make your craft rolls.
Do you want to craft roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, just one, and it'll count for
Yeah, let me
how
see if I
smoothly this
have it-
goes overall.
See if I have a merit that applies to this.
All right.
Mechanical aptitude. I think that applies to mostly cars, though.
I think mechanical would apply to this. Let me double check the wording on it. Let's see, where are your merits?
1 point merit. You're adept with all kinds of mechanical devices, but not electronic ones.
Yeah, I would say
Difficulty. Yeah. Okay.
tying
I'll
guns
specify.
to chairs is mechanical.
All right. Then what's the DC I should roll at -2 difficulty?
Start at 7 and then
Okay, so I'll
you
roll
know.
at 5.
yeah,
And it's what attribute?
dexterity. This is basically just doing it quickly enough to get enough of these
Yep.
done.
Okay, then I'll give me 6 dice total.
Okay, 2 successes. Yeah, I would say, yeah, you can get a little battle group's worth of gun chairs and other trapped things that can help you out. Because I don't know how else to handle that. That seems like the thing to do.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright, I will... Made objects. Let's see, how are these going to differ from the zombie stats I use? They're probably... I should look at your base stats. That's how it works, because it goes off the base stats and then size applies to basically everything. So, well, you copied it in here. So, they have... We're saying probably small to human size, so about strength 3, 1 to 5, depending on sturdiness. Probably 2 to 3 since it's moving parts. So, yeah, I'd say that soak of 5 is a good basis. The strength would be 2 plus 2 for the size. Well, no, we're not doing melee. We're doing guns, which are about, I think, like 8 for a rifle. So if you're fucking putting rifles on all of these, they're actually going to have a pretty high damage output. But they are going to be pretty easy to hit. I'm going to give them a -1 defense value because they are just spinny chairs and stuff like that. Defense value, for anyone who doesn't have the preview Black Vault stuff, is essentially a modifier that goes to every attack against a group. So for something like a well-trained group that's in a well-defendable hallway, you would get a +1 or something because that makes all of the attacks against them more difficult. Whereas something that's easy to hit because it's either in open space or the object itself can't really dodge out of the way, you give it a negative value because it's pretty much not doing much dodging, because they don't roll dodge or anything like that. Groups just get that modification and that's it. Yeah. Alright, their coherence will be 10, and their health will be 25. They suffer damage equal to the essence rating, and your essence for the start of this is 3, so 3 plus 2 for the size means 5 magnitude, which I'm putting in the health thing for anyone watching. And
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and I'm finding a new token or something for the object. Really? I could have sworn there was an animated object token, and I can't find it. That's a shame. That would be perfect.
Toast in a toaster.
I'm going to find one of the basic FGO tokens. Everyone who is watching, enjoy seeing all sorts of weird things. Oh, here we go. Here's some, like, robot construct things. That's nothing what these will look like, but it is easy enough to see at a glance what it's meant to represent. Perfect. And I'm also going to call this about size 2. Alright. Okay, so what were you saying, Alpha?
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna arm the zombies with rifles, but then I realize that they don't have lots of firearms.
Yeah.
Zombies are more like our meat shields. They will mop things
Yes.
until they get punched to death.
Yeah, they have a better magnitude than the chairs. Okay.
Also, they are relatively mindless, but so basically, they are immune to any mind controlling effect not specifically designed to command the Walking Dead.
hmm
So, I could theoretically do things like rally for numbers and stuff because I have a charm for that.
You have a charm that lets you use rally for numbers specifically?
No, but Command the Dead is, given the description and that it's specifically designed to control the Walking Dead.
Well, no, the thing is, you can't rally for numbers with undead specifically because they don't rout at all. If they die, it's because they are dying, not because anyone's
Oh.
going off to the side and cowering, which is why you can usually use rally for numbers with a battle group.
Okay.
So, the chairs and the zombies, you can't rally either of those, but if you ended up getting, like, mercenaries or something like that, you could roll that to tell them to get back in the game.
Right. Or maybe our trained Pentex first team. Essentially, I'm trying to,
Yes.
bring them to our side more completely.
Yes.
And maybe even Jules by non-magical persuasion. But we'll see.
All right. Well,
I mean, I have a charisma leadership excellency with the compelling specialty.
yeah. Why don't you and Mason do a teamwork roll to see how well you can get the first team, drilled for this without giving them second thoughts, because they're still people. They just listen to you.
Sure.
So they might hesitate and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's our difficulty?
Base difficulty, it's just going to be 6, but lots more successes is going to be better.
I will fuel it with essence and charms and see how I do.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just using passive haunting inflection technique and an excellency.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
13.
Between the two of you, you more than double Jules' willpower. So you can definitely get the first team behind you, and you do talk to Jules, and you kind of try to mundanely deprogram her from, basically being a Fomori. And you can't completely go against her Fomori-ness, but you can get her to, kill them instead of you.
Yeah.
You're not going to convince her to go down to the soup kitchen, but you can make her shoot her colleagues in the head, because, that's
Yep.
easy enough.
You know what would be fun? Needless destruction
Yep.
on
She's
the other Pentex teams.
Hey,
right.
now we're inspiring. Have you considered needful destruction?
Yes. Yeah, I have I mean, I do have a compelling specialty in leadership and inspirational charisma, so
Right.
Yeah, but usually you can resist with nature and intimacies and such things.
Yeah, I was, like I said, between them they got more than double her willpower, which is why I'm not going to give her I'm not going to make her like a leader that's really going around and doing things and rallying everyone, but I will put her on your side, and that'll possibly lead to her being more of a permanent part.
Sure. What about our friendly demon?
He's not getting involved, but if anyone, comes to his lab and causes problems, he assures you they will be dealt with, in air quotes. He actually
Oh,
makes
sure.
air quotes.
Of course. All right, that's all we can ask for, really. And
Yeah.
maybe you should commune with your magic building? The building spirit might have an opinion about this. Keep it
Oh
in the loop,
yeah.
at least.
The building spirit actually comes to you when you make a note to go to him, and gives you a summary document of everything that you've got set up and the building's layout and defensible positions and all that kind of thing.
it just
great.
it just suddenly starts coming out of a printer and you don't know why.
Well, I'll probably go over that and look for weaknesses, but
Yeah. There's really no weaknesses because Dolores can rearrange things pretty easily, so anything that would be a good assailing point can suddenly go into a room that goes into another room that's now a maze. So, it's pretty easy for you to set that up in time.
And that actually allows us to get our zombies where we need them and away from the mundane people as well.
Yep, they can go in the magic zombie closet.
and the other idea I had was contacting friendly wizards, but other than that, I'm kind of out of ideas.
Yes, so you contact the Aetherite at the Hoover Dam is what you're looking for specifically.
Seems like the kind of guy who would like booby traps.
He
Much
is
more so than
that
Kevin.
kind of guy. And I can never fucking remember his name. Ralph, that's what it is. Alright, so yes, you can basically spend a day going and talking to him. I need to check his stats really quick because I don't have that book open, but I will in a moment because I need to check if he actually can do anything to help you.
I actually have a couple of other ideas I could try too.
But you've only got a
Okay.
week to do all of this. I imagine you're spending most of that time on the zombies, but brief things you can do in addition to that. All right.
I'm
Okay.
thinking. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he does have something that can help you. He gives you what looks like, little electric fence type poles that you can put around the property.
Okay.
And yeah, he tells you to set those up, and it will not, he mentions he can't guarantee it will be good enough against, their most potent technologies, but it should make things difficult for them.
All right. I will assume they have to go to some occult pattern, which would be like, no, you just follow the directions of the instruction manual.
He gives you pretty in-depth instructions about how to get them set up,
Yeah. The brief thing I was considering doing is actually asking the specters, because we know that Pentex is probably going to be sending a team. So once they present themselves, haunt them to all hell.
All right, basically get your specters involved in the game too.
Yeah, basically have them demoralize the enemy before they come in.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. Give me, I don't know, some sort of roll to basically give the proper instructions to the specters that won't lead to wider chaos and more problems than solutions.
Leadership good for that?
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm assuming it's charisma, yes?
Yeah.
Alright. Again, excellency, because I can get that essence back within 15 minutes.
Hmm.
Imagine Exalted solutions causing greater problems.
That is 13 if no specialties apply, 15 if inspirational or compelling specialties apply.
I think compelling. So, yeah. So with 15 successes, you can instruct the specters well enough that you're pretty sure they're not going to kill everyone in half a mile radius in the course of demoralizing the foe. And so what I will do with that is I will reduce their cohesion. Or coherence, whatever it's called. Okay.
I just figured since, I do have an army of specters at my beck and call, I could be like, hey, go hunt these people. And the specters just laugh maniacally.
Yep. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how much the data actually matters, but I like to keep track. Alright, so is there anything else you all want to do over the course of the week that would be quick since you're all doing a lot already?
Yeah,
I'm-
the other thing, just for flavor wise, is asking my family of tips about like maybe Pentex first team weaknesses other than
I mean,
murder, Krenos.
how much does your family hate Pentex?
I mean, it's
Yes.
considered werewolves a lot.
Would you like to invite them over to fight some Pentex?
Can I?
Probably
Was-
not on such a short notice.
So, you are part of the more rural sept. That's not the best term for it, but, people usually say urban or rural.
Out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
So they can probably send a couple of people over, but they'll basically get blended into the other battle groups in the amount that they can help. Because
Yeah.
there's not that many on short notice, no.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But even 1 or 2 werewolves can fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably give them a further penalty if they end up routing. Because there's like difficulty notches to that, and I think, dealing with werewolves would be one of them.
Hello there, Delirium.
Yep. Well, first teams do have ways to resist the
that.
effects of delirium, but it will make
is
it
good.
harder for them to stay focused when
It
they
might
do
reduce
start
our
to
cohesion
fall.
too, but that's okay.
Yeah, we'll see when things happen.
When all
I
hell
might-
breaks loose and the building blows up anyway.
So, as we near the end of the week in character, on basically early Thursday morning, like hours before the normal workday would start, you get a call from Henry. Well, I guess not a call, you're all staying inside the place, so, you get a group chat, from Henry, or he stops by your office if you don't have your computer on at the moment. And basically says he's intercepted some communication that today seems to be the day. Like, this didn't even actually go out over the normal system. He had to, basically make a little gadget to intercept special first team radio stuff. And, yeah, something's going down today.
Awesome.
All right, I guess we'll.
Lend
we
my
bunkering
family
down?
know.
Okay. So, yeah,
I'm just gonna be like, "Take the day." They will know what
Yeah.
that means.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Dolores will start bunkering down by using the border sealing edict, which means that people can still enter this layer, but nobody can leave.
Without permission. Without permission.
Hmm?
I said without permission.
No, until I use it again. So.
Mm.
Well, we're in this fight cage, you know. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves.
Who will
I'm
who will be the first of the first teams?
Yeah, and I'm going to, and this is when I'm going to surprise the others with my news. So, I contacted my family. They said they were going to be able to send a couple people over to help.
Oh, that's nice.
Brave of you to risk your family on this.
You kidding? If this goes well, they will have quite a story to tell at the next move. And they will get renowned for
Those
it.
kind of people.
Yeah. I may have failed to mention that my family are werewolves.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you've told them that.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah. They're sending a couple guru over.
Okay, French werewolves.
No,
Okay.
that's what they call themselves. But anyway,
Are
So-
all werewolves French? Wait, sorry, focus.
No, you know, they're from all over. I mean, haven't you read the Pentex Guide to Shapeshifters?
Yeah,
yeah,
but
when remember when the one that I called over before healed Dolores?
yeah, sure, she was nice.
I'm hoping we might be able to see her again. But anyway, yeah. So they put me in here as a spy. That's how much they hate Pentex. So you know,
Oh. So, will we have a problem with them afterwards? Will they come in, clear one team, and then we'll want to go, well, we're here, might as well clean up the other team?
I make no guarantees.
We'll worry about that after the big battle with Pentex. Actual Pentex. It's fine, we'll sort it out.
Oh boy.
You know, first we survive the one thing, then we survive the next thing, you know? One step at a time here.
Good thing you have so many silver bullets around.
I would prefer you didn't kill them.
I prefer we didn't need to.
I will handle them when it comes down to that. On the other hand, the other news is my remember the malevolent ghost army I have? Yeah,
Yep.
they've reported they've successfully haunted the people that are coming to attack us. They have apparently not been having great sleep.
Okay, well, whatever works.
Yeah, so we should be good to go. Also, you know about the zombies already.
Yeah, that's kind of gross, but, you know, whatever.
Look, if you make a deal with the Green Reaper and they give you power over death, and you're under attack, you use it.
Sure. Not gonna
Yeah,
complain
you
when
do
they're
not to.
taking bullets for me, but they are. That doesn't mean they aren't gross. They can be 2 things.
Okay. So,
Your defense is also Dolores?
Yeah. So we're saying?
oh yeah, I was just going to ask: is there anything else you all do in the, last bit of time you have?
I will probably use Henry's encrypted phone, if he's got one, presumably, to call Kevin and be like, today is the day. If they're gonna hit me, they might hit there.
What's also Kevlar vest?
Okay. Kevin tells you that he hasn't heard anything coming their way, or heard of anything coming their way, but he's going to keep an eye out.
Sure. There's probably a last touching conversation with my little brother.
Aw.
Aw.
He's still kind of a teenager about it, but he does kind of pick up a bit on, like, something's going wrong, and like he does try to probe a bit about like what's going on. Why are you talking like that?
Oh, I'll just mumble some vague promises. That usually works well, right?
Don't worry about it. But when everything is done, we're going to Disneyland.
Yes.
All right. So, after a little bit, you hear a fair number of vehicles starting to pull not right up to you, but there's like a number of them kind of encircling this block, starting to cordon it off, and there are, blockades put up, people turned away, and they're getting set up and organized and clearly getting ready to head towards you. You can't imagine why else these black Pentex-esque vans would be setting up like this.
Yep.
Is my family arriving around this time, possibly through the Umbra?
Not through the Umbra in here, because the lair is making that impossible for them. They end up having to like find a place semi nearby and then walk the rest of the way here.
I'm
Okay.
assuming they were able to do that before the van started showing up, though.
About the same time, like you get the building tells Dolores that someone else is approaching around the time that you're seeing these vans. So
I'm going to tell my family, point to the first team, is like, for today, these are our friends, not our food.
they kind of
Until the sunset.
Tomorrow's a different story, but for today.
Is eat people?
they don't seem entirely
No.
happy about this, but they're also not going to try and like attack from within when they can very well see the number of first team types that are getting ready to attack the place.
No, I was making a movie reference. They don't eat people. That's actually against their laws.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That makes me happy to know that they're not going to eat people.
Oh, that's a forbidden food.
All right. So what? Okay, I thought someone said something.
I think it was you echoing, actually, out of someone.
Yeah, I was coughing. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Maybe that. All right. So, yeah, before too much longer, they all start to pull up to the place. And one of them steps out with like a megaphone and, calls out and like, everyone within this building is to be taken into the custody of the Pentex first team. You have 5 minutes to surrender.
Okay.
Silence.
More likely, I'll just shoot him.
Okay.
No exits from the building, guys.
Do you want to have a conversation? I look at the Gothlate. Should I just shoot him? Do you want to talk him down?
Guys, we don't have any windows or doors.
Oh, we don't have any windows or doors. Okay, well that makes it shooting him hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with just not answering, and when they come in, just shooting them. But
Well, you could do. Okay, you project despair and evil. Do that maybe. Shout back. All who
Actually,
enter
you know
here
what?
abandon
What?
all hope.
Can I make a charisma intimidation check?
They're already as spooked as they're getting. You're not going to get past the hole if you don't do this. You get shot in the head level of fear that they get for trying to turn back.
Then it's time to inspire the troops, and we'll give some inspirational speeches. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
I will assist with inspirational speeches since I am foreign leader.
You're probably much better at it than me, but it's they're going to come in here. We're going to kill them. It's going to be great. Promotions for everybody.
Sounds
Yeah, I
good.
will also I will also assist with the inspiring speech while using my inauspicious shadow plate.
Okay, go ahead and make me a couple of rolls. If you all do significantly well, I will make your coherence even better for the fight.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to first spend 3 essence on an auspicious shadow plate and then 1 on my charisma excellency.
Okay.
What is my base diff?
Just 6.
All right. So again, 16 dice at diff 4 with the specialty. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boy.
All
1,
right.
2, 4, 5. So that's 18 successes.
All right, and Mason?
Sure. I will probably contribute, but I don't think I need to bother spending essence anymore.
Probably not. but-
Let's see. That is what leadership. So that's going to be low as 4. And I don't think I want to spend points on it, so I'll leave it at 6.
Okay.
Still not bad. Like that, I give a decidedly above average speech, but it's not that.
Yeah. So, with the two of you together, yeah, you get the feeling that you've kind of invigorated your own decidedly smaller first team. That they've got Scary Lady and Magic Plate Mail to protect them. They can do this.
They also have 2 werewolves unbeknownst to them.
Yeah, that's not really going into the.
Yep. But I will.
Any things they don't know don't really help their morale.
Yeah, I feel like what I should do though, now that they're here and giving us 5 minutes to prepare, is throw up Wood Dragon's claws just in case I lose all my weapons. I'll have something.
Can you shoot a gun with Wood Dragon's claws up?
Maybe not. Maybe I should wait on that then. But
Just remove the guard on front of the trigger.
I actually, so I spent 4 essence just now.
Uh-huh.
Probably not in this course of the same turn, mind you.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just letting you know, because
Yeah.
I spent
You-
3 on shadow plate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
using
keep
a
track
new
of your
essence
essence
rules.
normally. You are definitely going to need to keep track of it for this fight.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm mentioning it because I don't know if you want my anima to flare or not.
we're using the rules where you turn it on at will or not.
Yeah, basically, if you don't need it all to spend in one turn, you don't need to turn it on.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna turn it on.
Yeah, I was
so,
planning to as well. Hey,
Okay.
willpower, all those who choose to oppose me is treated as being 1 lower than its true rating for all purposes other than determining how many points of willpower her opponents can possess.
right.
Okay.
You might want to turn on your anima twining as well. Pick one of us, Dolores.
Yeah, no reason not to.
As we
Let's
all start
see.
to glow with inner fire, except for yours is evil fire, I guess. But
It's like dead
Mm.
fire.
Need to look at the rules. Okay, continue as I look into this.
Let's see. You can spend a turn drawing a sliver of their essence into your own. I don't think you need to spend anything. Yeah, you just kind of have to stay in the presence of whoever you copy.
Okay.
then I pump a couple essence into Iron Skin concentration, which gives me ridiculous soak, and yeah, there we go.
And, yeah. All right.
The difficulty reducer, yes.
So, I will give Dolores a moment to decide as I bring combat tracker up for
Alright.
myself, give the viewers a quick preview of the things that are going to be involved in this big fight.
Okay, what's our abyssal cast?
Midnight.
Midnight. Let's see.
So I reduce the opponent's willpower.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Effective.
stack, so you probably want Masons, which is the soak reducer,
Dawn,
right?
yeah.
After the Dawn cast
Yeah.
power. Which lets
Yeah,
you reroll a
sure.
damage or soak roll, usually soak.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, then not twine the dawn.
Sounds good. All right, so when it becomes clear enough that you all aren't going to respond to them, some strange things start to happen. First of all, obviously they all begin to get out of their vans and start surrounding the place, getting in like combat formations. They have, what you assume would be C4 and other breaching charges because you made sure that the place has no easy entrance. And as they're doing that, whoops. As they're doing that, the pillars and stuff that you put up all start to whir all of a sudden and kind of crackle, and it's clear they're working, at least to start. So you're not going to have whatever is trying to break through there on your first turn, at least, and we'll go from there after the fact. So, with that, I'm going to start revealing things on the combat tracker, and I will get initiative going. So we've got zombies, enemy first teams, the animated objects. Did I not put your first team on there? I don't think I did. Let me pull them up. Magadon first team. There we go. Okay. Boy, this is a lot louder than it should be. Anywho, with that, let us set the round to 0. And then turn order set. Wait, why is it not giving me the... Oh, here we go. Reroll initiative. There we go. And it looks like it did that all about successfully, so... Dolores, you get to go first. This is at the point where we're basically assuming that the first teams are approaching and getting the first charges set up on them.
Well, until we actually get in, I don't think we can do anything because, hey, we can't do anything with the outside.
Not easily.
So I'm going to... I mean, the borders are impenetrable from the inside.
Okay.
Things have been seen. So yeah, I'll just going to wait, hold my attack in case something comes through so I can attack it.
All right.
Or actually... No, yeah,
Actually?
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll keep that for later, because I actually have something.
All right. Okay. Got rid of the damage yourself. Okay, Goth Lady. Anything you want to do before they get in?
I mean, I have a rifle.
Yep.
I'm going to put up my firearms excellency and shoot at them.
You're inside, or are you, like, outside when this all starts?
Oh, there's no windows? Never mind.
No,
There's
Dolores
not much
basically got rid of your windows.
Okay. So what I am going to do is whistle to the building and, have it get the people who don't know what's going on to safety. And then
I imagine that...
We emptied it out.
Yeah, you already told people not to come in today, I would assume.
Unless we arm them with guns and have some meat. Nah.
Yeah. Third shift already left, and you probably sent an email out telling the normal morning shift not to come in. I assume.
Okay.
Henry probably did that if you all didn't think to.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we had a COVID scare, everybody should stay in. Oh wait, this is 2019.
Yep.
In which case, I am going to position my zombies at key entry points to intercept.
Sounds good. Alright, Mason.
You don't really have much that shoots through walls, so mostly I'm just kind of waiting.
Yeah. Really, I suppose I should just go down to the first team and then let you guys all go after that. I think that's the best way to do this. I just didn't know if any of you had like a shoot through wall thing or any special charms like that.
They do exist, so it's reasonable, but
Right. But it's sounding like none of you have that shit. So, with that, the first team, sets up their charges, And then, well, there is an explosion. And they begin to rush inside the first wall, which, you all are able to position yourselves to about where you need to, and you have your own first team ready. So for their actual action, though, I think they're basically just going to shoot someone. Who wants to say that they're in front? Or are you going to say the zombies are there to take the first blow?
The zombies are there to take the first blow.
Zombies.
Okay.
Yeah, they're.
Does this not... I think I copied the wrong thing. Yeah, I copied the wrong first team for some of this stuff. Oh well. I will... You know what? That's fine. There can be a lesser and a greater first team. They've got their head guys that have a special thing, and these guys are not them, so they are just going to shoot the zombies normally. Here we go. Oh shoot, the difficulty should be lower. Doesn't matter. Because I give the zombies a -1 for defense value, because they are zombies. That being said, there's no 5s in that roll, so they got 3 successes, which means for a damage... I'm going to set up a...
Zombies also have 10 health levels baseline, so that's helpful.
Zombies have 10 health levels baseline?
Yep.
I did not notice that when I first glanced at it. Oh, yes I did. Because your health is set to... Wait, why is your size 2? It should be 2, and the health should be 12. Because it's 10 plus the size. Okay, that being said, damage is then 9 plus 2 means 11. And the zombies get to soak.
So,
sorry, what?
yeah, they get to soak lethal. So
Yeah, I know. Alright, and... Well, what is their actual stat block for soak? Did I get that right?
Stam 4.
Stam 4. Okay. So their
And they
soak
always...
should be 1 there.
Yeah. They also always act last in a turn. So...
That... Well, they're a battle group. Yeah, I guess that should still be the case then. I'll just set their initiative for -10 after this turn. And I'll do the bit manually this turn. Alright, anywho. Soaking. Alright, so they take 3 damage to their magnitude.
Oof, that was a bad roll.
Yes, it was. Alright, so yeah, the first team, basically there's a big explosion, some smoke pops through, and then there are a bunch of laser pointers aimed right at the heads of the zombies. They, like fucking experts, unload bullets that go right for the head and take down like a quarter of them. But that is their turn. And since the zombies go last, we'll do the other better first team. Who will, they actually have... Did they want to use their special device? No, probably not on zombies. They are just also going to attack, so the difficulty becomes 5. And that is a terrible roll, so they can't really line up a shot with the other first team, the first team, setting up, so they basically fire off a few pot shots, but don't really hit anything as they try to find a better position for themselves. And so now it will be the zombies. Oh wait, no, now it will be you all because, yeah, it's your actual turn. Or it's you all basically delayed, more or less. So, Dolores, what do you want to do now?
Okay, seeing that we have the 2 teams in, I guess I'll start channeling my essence and casting sorcery. So I'm starting to do Flight of a Brilliant Raptor.
Okay.
I'll spend 1 essence for the Occult Excellency and 2 essence to start powering this up.
Okay.
Which
How
means
many
I'll
essence does it need
4.
in total?
So I'm
Okay.
halfway there.
All right.
Okay, which means I roll Perception Occult. So that's 9. Okay. How much is this? 9 plus 4, 13 plus 3, because it's my essence, so that's 16 dice, right?
Sure.
Dice difficulty 4, because I have my perception difficulty lowering charm. Ugh, so much shit. That's 8 successes. Okay, I need...
You
to,
need 5, but you need to finish spending your essence, so it can't go off this
Yep.
turn.
Sure, next turn then. So that's my turn.
Yep. Okay. Goth lady.
So I'm gonna start blasting, especially at the first team.
At the better first team, did you say?
The lesser first team.
Okay, the ones in
And
front
I-
that took out half your zombies.
Yeah, a quarter of them, not half.
I know, I'm exaggerating on purpose.
And I'm activating my firearms excellency
Sounds good.
with my rifle. So that is going to be 18 dice to hit at diff 6. I think.
Yes, because you were moved there. They themselves originally had a defense bonus, but with all the shit you pulled on them, I also removed that. Okay. 9 successes, so roll damage plus 8.
Yep, so that is a rifle. So that's 16 damage. Dice.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay, that looks like 10. Okay, what? They're so... that makes no sense. That definitely needs to go back up. It, like, didn't save the size and stuff when I copied things onto the tracker, and I don't understand why. Anywho, here is their soak. 5 successes, so you deal 5 lethal damage to that team.
Which I think is pretty good, yes?
That is pretty good, yes. Their health should be 9, not 8. Stupid. Okay. That's your turn, right? Yeah, you didn't split or anything. Mason.
Yeah, I am also not going to split. I guess I mean, firing once seems kind of silly. Auto firing also seems kind of silly because the rules are so lame. But I will shoot them with this rifle. And my firearms excellency and spend an essence on that. Take it down to 12. And I'll just, I guess, firearms difficulty 6 with 18 dice. I guess like a 3-round burst, but it seems kind of silly when you have 18.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one really well aimed bullet against the battle group, so I'll hit like 5 guys.
Yeah, same.
And that will probably trigger Hungry Tiger technique. Only one attack. Let me check. Make sure that's only not melee. Only.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm checking now.
Hungry
When you take a single opponent once, I mean, do they count as a single opponent?
No, I don't think a group counts as a single opponent.
Okay. Then 11 successes.
So 10 plus your damage for a rifle, which I think is 8.
I believe so, yes. Assault looks like assault rifle. Yeah, rifle is 8, so that'll work. Or assault rifle is 7L, so probably 7. So 17.
Yeah, I'm using a standard rifle.
And okay. Need to look at what the dawn cast thing does for a second. I think I don't ignore ones on damage rolls, maybe? I could be wrong. I think I've gotten that wrong before.
You ignore ones on damage and soak as a dawn when your anima flares.
Okay. Then
I
will
know this because I recently ran a game where that happened. So
Okay. So 17 dice, DC 6.
Okay. And this is also on the same one she went after?
Yeah, I guess. We might as well stack up the damage and take them out.
Okay. Okay, with that, you bring them to the point of needing to make a routing check. Their coherence went down to 7, which this copy did not have. So if I recall, they need to roll their coherence at a difficulty based on the routing. Roll, okay. Yep, cohesion against the difficulty. It's difficulty 6. 5 if led by a hero, and there's no hero there as of the moment. Another allied group has suffered dissolution. Nope. Nope. No other route checks, and they have not been devastated by area attack yet. So, they are just rolling 7 dice. They succeed, so they basically lose a size. Which basically lowers a lot of their stats.
My anima is flaring. Did you lower their cohesion for that? Because it lowers their willpower.
Right, but I know you use it for some stuff, but let me double check. Fusion
It's
replaces the willpower and determines the difficulty. Let's see. Whatever. So that being the case, it still would not have, even if I removed like a 10 or something, they'd still be fine. But I will remember that for the future.
Yeah.
Alright. Whoops, that was not meant to do that. Okay, that was the lesser team, so I gave them the lesser damage, and they don't have special equipment. Okay, so yes, they are busy trying to, half their guys are on the ground, another half of what's left are starting to run, and they are just not having a good time of it. Alright, so...
Now my zombies act.
No, now the animated objects act. And then the Magadon first team, and then the zombies act.
Okay.
So, Dolores, what do the animated objects do?
Well, I think they're very simplistic. They're like, oh, whatever comes in, just shoot at it. So they're shooting probably at the first team that came in, so the lesser team, I guess.
Alright, sounds good.
Should I roll?
Yeah, if you want to. Their attack pool is 11 at their current size.
Difficulty 6, 7?
It's the normal difficulty for the weapon, which I guess would be 6. Why will it not let me edit things?
That's 1 success.
Well, 1 success is a hit, so the damage is 10. Yeah. 8 plus 2. I'm assuming they all have the normal rifles.
3 successes.
Okay. So, their soak went down to 8. Alright. Difficulties. Okay, yeah, they got it. Okay. Yeah, your chairs roll in and start taking some shots at the few that are trying to reorganize and get a good couple in there. I will just reset the health levels because I believe that's how that works. So they are now at 2 lethal out of 9 levels. Why does... Oh wait, no, I didn't I didn't lower the health levels, so it's out of 8 for them. Okay. Now the normal Magadon first team, which I'm basically just going to run them. They are going to pretty much do the same thing, try to mop up the guys that are already at risk of that. Okay, 5 successes plus plus rifle is 12 dice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, 13 dice. Wait, why did it just do 2? Alright, I'm gonna roll 11 more
You know
dice. Okay,
That's 12 total.
yeah, it is. So, after the chairs pick off a couple, the actually well-trained Magadon first team just kind of all gets up in, like, perfect setup, and they just unload on the guys that are trying to reorganize, and they all go down. Boop. So they are gone. Alright, now the zombies go.
Alright. I guess they're gonna attack the other invading first team.
That makes sense.
Uh,
Which I believe their attack pool ends up at 6, so...
and they do not take wound penalties because they're zombies.
Yep.
Yeah, they have Brawl 2, Dex 2, and then Size 2 still.
Yep, so 6.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to roll? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that is
Nice.
4 successes. So damage 6 is also... Oh wait, I forgot to add the 3. Sorry. I'm trying to keep in mind both the normal combat rules and the mass combat stuff. Alright, so 5 total that needs to be soaked by the SPD first team with others.
Nice.
Alright, so that is 3 lethal damage on them. Okay,
Nice.
so, now, extra
Is it-
actions, which I guess I should have been having the other, it doesn't matter. So first, the, still there, SPD first team gets to take their second action, because they're size 2. I guess they are going to aim at the other first team because they pretty much did the most... Well, no, the most damage came from Mason.
Yep, and I am glowing,
Yes.
and probably near or in front of the, with the first team, clearly leading them. So
Okay,
And
so...
they're also getting mobbed in melee by zombies, so
Well, yeah, but they have, like... they've got training where they, like, basically give them, like, a kickback, then they all step back, and then they unload on who they need to unload on. They're going to go for the big glowing guy because they actually have a special thing that they have instructions to use on a big glowing guy.
Great.
If you want to see their image, as you can see on their gun, there's that glowing blue bit. That starts to become very bright and crackling, and then the whole rifle glows blue, and they level that at Mason.
that's gonna go badly for them.
Yes, it is. It's not a botch because they did have a success in that. So yeah, they basically aim at you and they press triggers, and then it like basically whirs back down, and they're all basically doing the equivalent of unjamming a rifle with fucking hypertech, which is not easy.
Right.
they're tapping it like kicking a vending machine. Like, come on, work. God
Pretty
damn
much,
it.
yeah.
I mean, I assume
Alright.
it's a bad group, so like a few probably do go off, but
Yeah, not enough for it to... Yeah.
they don't hit or
And the-
whatever.
Yeah, and the zombies probably throw their aim off too.
Right. Like, a few get jammed, a few just kind of like go into a zombie and it vanishes, but only one of them isn't enough. And yes, that is what you see. The little blue beam hits one of the zombies and it just kind of vanishes into thin air.
Oh, that's useful.
Yep. But I'm not actually giving damage to the zombies because there are a lot of them and that's just them failing. So on that note, I
Anim-
guess we go
Animated
to...
object.
Yes, the animated objects get their second attack now, which I imagine will also go into that first team.
I think. So that's still 11 dice, right?
Yep. Okay.
6 successes.
Yep, so
So,
15 damage dice. Okay, let's see if they
Nice.
can soak 5.
Nope.
Not quite,
take
but they can
2.
take some of it. Alright,
So that's another 2.
yep. Alright, and now we are at the zombies.
Oh, is our Magadon first team only a size 1?
Yes. Your Magadon first team is only size 1. There are not nearly as many of them.
Okay. The zombies are going to attack again and mob the SPD first team.
Sounds good. Alright, 2 successes, so 1 plus their damage of 6. Yeah, they just kind of bounce off the armor, gnaw on like a shoulder pad, and claw at a helmet.
Yeah, so where are the werewolves and all this?
The werewolves are at a different entrance.
They're
Yeah.
doing werewolf things. Where else?
Yeah. They're helping elsewhere.
doing
like
murder.
technically speaking, your first team is, helping at like the lesser affected explosion areas, and then there's the werewolves there, and I'm not gonna multiply all of these groups by 10 more.
Right. We're holding one
Fair.
entrance, and they've got
Yes.
3 more.
Mhm. Okay. So now go to next round, and I will reroll initiative again because I know that's been a thing. All right, Goth Lady, you get to go first this time.
I'm gonna. My firearms excellency is still active, so I'm going to continue shooting at the SPD first teams.
Sounds good. Okay.
That is 4 successes, so I need. Oh, hold on! I should have been rolling 2 more dice. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
that is 5 successes.
So 4 plus the rifle of 8.
Yeah, it's 12 total.
Okay.
Soak 7.
That is
Take another.
3 more. They are not quite at their health yet. Okay.
You're getting there.
Oh shoot, I was going to do it at the top of the round. So, I'm going to roll a thing for reasons and stuff. Wait, why am I rolling this way? I actually have a sheet for this thing.
I'm concerned
Um,
now.
Well, Sophie's trying to get in, obviously, but that's what
Whoops.
the dragon nest is for.
Yep. Let us see. So, 9. Okay. So, those crackling pillars around the place all suddenly melt. And from the molten metal and black inky goop that seems to come out of them, a horrific looking creature starts to build up. And it gives all of you a very familiar feeling in the pit of your stomach, but at about tenfold. Because this thing is getting bigger, and soon it's essentially surrounding the building. And it lets out this horrible, unearthly cry. Wow. I hope that thunder just got picked up by my mic from outside.
Nope, it did not. But nice try.
Maybe
That's a
it'll still be
shame.
recording.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's a
Um,
kind of Nexus crawler.
Yes, this is a
Nexus
much
crawler.
bigger, horrific-looking Nexus crawler.
Well, shit.
So, it is thankfully not immediately on its turn in the turn tracker. However, alongside it, I apparently didn't put this on the fucking tracker either. So as it gets in, there are a bunch of little whirs of crackling energy and a bunch of portals open, from which not only like a bunch of smaller banes come forth, but from several of them you see hit marks walking through space and just leveling their arms at you suddenly. And both of those are covered by the Spirits and Automaton entry in the combat tracker, which are also much further down.
Are they
Well-
inside or the outside?
They are inside. They teleported right in here. Basically, the Nexus Crawler, its role was to tear through the wards and let them do that.
Fair enough.
Because they all already had, if you didn't have a ward up in protection, those would have all come turn one. So you got a
Yep.
turn to clean up some first teams and stuff.
Yeah, and they took a bunch of
Sounds
damage.
good.
Yep. Alright, so now it is Mason's turn.
All right. I shout at my first team to keep shooting them, and I will shoot the Nexus Crawler
Sounds good.
with a big-ass weapon. Okay. Firearms is correct dice this time with the armor penalty.
I'm just gonna scream Nexus Crawler.
Yep.
That's what it says. 9 successes. Is it
Alright.
dodging or anything? I assume not.
Nah.
Okay, that would be 8 plus 7 is 15.
Yep. Now it is a single creature if you want to activate Hungry Tiger.
Oh, yes, that will activate Hungry Tiger and make that
It's a
18?
giant creature that's bigger than the groups, but
Wait, Mason, do you have a specialty?
yes, I do.
That should be 11 then.
Okay.
First
Wow.
success.
Okay, that makes it 27.
okay. Roll
Right,
those.
11 minus 1 times 2 plus 7.
Okay. So roll your lots of damage. Okay.
And ones don't count against you on damage, I don't think.
That should be
So, yeah.
automatically factored in, but
Okay, so yeah, this is aggravated, right? Because
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, the gleaming edge of sunlight triggers.
right. So yeah, your bullets, like the first few start to bounce off, but then as the like solar aura surrounds them, a bunch of them start to leave bits of tentacles off. Like it'll cut 3 off, and then only 2 will return in its place, and stuff like that. Yeah. All right, that is your turn. So, the Magadon first team, as you have ordered them to do, will just try to aim at the Special Projects Division first team. Ooh, that is a good shot. So, 9
Nice.
plus 6 means, no, 9 plus 5 means 14. Alright. And their soak is 9. Ooh, unfortunately, yeah. They all got a bit distracted and aimed for center mass instead of weak points, so it just kind of goes right into the Kevlar. Okay, so now it is the SPD first team who are going to... I guess they're again gonna try their device on Mason. They can only do it once per turn, no matter how many size actions they have. But they're gonna make a go of it. That is a success. So, would you like to activate anything that prevents your body, spirit, soul, or whatnot from being warped in any way?
Yes, probably Chaos Repelling Pattern to do this.
Yes, that would probably work great, because what happens is, this time, that with the thing already word up in charge, they aim it right at you, and you feel like a burning, tingling sensation, not like you're dissolving or anything, but like you are getting ripped out of here and being sent somewhere else.
Okay.
Um,
Using excellencies is reflexive, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will pump an excellency into occult and 1 into cast repelling pattern, and that will leave me at 10 essence. And then I will
Okay.
get this is wits plus occult DC 7, and I'll be rolling 20 dice.
Sounds good. I'm gonna laugh at you,
So it-
Violet. Okay. So you basically, fortify your essence, and as it looks like Mason's about to fade away, he just kind of like bursts outward with solar energy, his anima flaring that much harder, and it just dissolves the magic around him.
I'm immune to that for the rest of the scene.
Yes,
They're
you
blue
are.
lasers.
The SPD team does not look like they know what to fucking do about that. Alright, but they'll get their actions later. Okay, so now it is the animated objects.
Okay.
Well, I guess they'll be just attacking anything, so it's
So still on the SPD team?
yeah, that's one.
Okay.
So 4 successes. That's
3
Sure.
plus 8. So
3
Plus
plus 8.
size.
So yeah.
plus 2.
Nice.
So right, sorry, hold on. Their damage
Okay.
rating is
So it should be 13.
Right. Oh yeah, their base damage is 10 because of their size, sorry. So 10 plus the 3 would have meant 13, which okay, no, you were good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Yeesh.
So that is 3 damage for them to soak. They soak
Yep.
it exactly. The chairs, unfortunately, also don't know how to look for weak points.
Yep.
All right. That means we go back to the first team because they go after an ally, or one of your allies goes, I think is what it is. So,
Wait, what? I get zombies though.
yes.
This is their
it's-
second action.
Yes, the group extra actions don't work off the normal extra action rules. They go after someone on the other side goes for their extra ones, I believe is how it works.
Hmm.
It's something weird like that. I can double check really quick. Let's see, cohesion, here we are, damage, route, dissolution. God damn it, where is it? Resisting attacks, making attacks when a battle group applies to every. Oh shoot! When battle groups attacks, they're supposed to make an attack roll against every enemy in range of the weapons at once. We'll have to
boy.
do that for the future reference for the rest of this
Oh,
combat.
die.
So the SPD first team is taking its second action, and it is firing on the Magadon first team since it doesn't know what it can do against Mason yet, since the device failed. So, they do not take. Actually, no, they're going to fire on the zombies because the zombies are still there trying to eat them. And they get bonus for that, so that is 3 successes, so 2 plus 10 means 12. Alright, and the zombies soaking at 6. And the zombies failed, so they take 5 lethal damage. Another wave of them just kind of goes down to the ground.
God, this is very annoying that like the soap girls for us are bad and like their soap girls are good. God damn it, Dice, why are you like this?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. That being said, you could... I imagine, like, Mason could take on all of these guys himself, so I wouldn't worry too much. Alright,
I'm not worried
so...
about the Nexus crawler, but yes.
So, since they went, now the animated objects go again, because they were also size 2. So...
Okay.
All right.
Success.
So 4 plus 10 for damage.
Here we go.
Wow. Holy fuck.
They shoot wildly.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, though. They hit really well. They just, like, again, they just don't know what to aim at. They, like, all aimed at, like, the backpacks, thinking that was part of them. Because what do they know? They're objects.
You gotta send your animated objects to shooting school.
Yeah, so now there's a bunch of, like, smoke popping into the air because they, like, hit the smoke grenades, which are flowing over the battlefield now, and it's a mess. Alright, now we are actually at the Nexus Crawler. So, it is going to try to warp reality. So, let's knock down a whole essence from it. Now, it is actually materialized in a kind of special way, but I'll get into that if any of you actually use any powers to get into that. But that being said, here is its attempt to warp reality. Ooh, 8 successes. With that,
Oh boy.
let me get to the warp reality. So with 5 or more, it can basically melt things, change the air into carbon monoxide, remove someone's face. So I think what it's
Can we just do ag? Like,
I mean, that's
just suffocate all the people.
yeah.
Monoxide poison for everybody.
So I think what it's ultimately going to do is try to. I'm trying to think. No, it's not really a mental power, so it's not going to do that. But what it can do is it's going to try to melt all of your weapons. Trying to think of how I want to handle this. Obviously, those of you who are supernatural will get some sort of resistance against that. I think what I'm going to do for the
Getting the
groups...
combat wheelchair territory.
Sorry, what?
Getting the combat wheelchair territory. Well, I just attacked there via wheelchair and they'll be useless. Nah. Anyway, continue.
Right. Change the antica. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that it starts to warp a bunch of weapons in all of the groups, the SPD first team included, because it's not really... This is not a targeted execution if they're throwing a Nexus Crawler at you. It's just kind of doing what it wants. So it's basically for all the groups, any attacks with ranged weapons are going to be at a +2 as long as I fucking remember that. Actually, I can write it right here in its sheet. Attacks as weapons melt. Okay, so, yeah, and that basically represents some of them melting quicker and worse than others, and you all, though, can make me a willpower roll, or if you have anything that can stop you from being warped physically, you can activate it for your equipment.
alright, so I'm making a willpower roll. What's the diff?
The difficulty will be 8, since that was the number of successes.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just drop a willpower into Chaos Repelling Pattern and trigger it.
Sounds good. So now Warp Reality will not work on Mason, period, for the...
Yeah,
I
which is
have,
mostly why I was doing it.
I have 1 success. So
Okay.
I think that's enough.
Yep. So Dolores, you suffer from the +2 to the difficulty of ranged attacks as your gun's, like, made out of clay right now. Yeah, Mason is fine for the scene from Warp Reality.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I take on like those essence patterns and just like reassert reality around myself. So like the ground I'm standing on doesn't melt what everything else does.
Yep. And
So
it does...
Seems like,
It seems like what?
seems like I was wrong to take a perfect soak rather than my other charm that...
I mean, if it tried to melt you, it would have been really useful.
Yeah, it is going to start doing that. It's just one thing at a time. It does have extra actions, though, but those are normal extra actions, which will come into play at the end of the turn. Alright, Dolores.
Okay, Let's see. I'm going to save one action for some kind of defense if it comes to that. And I'm going to continue casting my Flight of the Brilliant Raptor at the Spirits and Automatons. So let's
Okay.
see.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
think you need to roll because it's
Yeah,
basically
you already
just...
rolled with
Oh
the
yeah,
test.
yeah.
But you do need to roll for the
Okay.
damage, which is what, 15 dice? And then they'll have,
Yeah.
which will be at
15
-2
at-
difficulty if you're aiming at the automatons because it's a group.
So difficulty 4 for damage then, right?
Yes, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, almost
Yep, it's the
everyone.
damage roll. Yep.
So yeah, I go once because I have a Dawn Anima. So 13 aggravated damage coming to them.
Okay, and you said this is at the spirits and the hit marks?
Yeah.
Also, I would like to point out that the spirit soak is one lower, because of my anima. Because they use willpower to soak.
Oh. Yeah, that's true, but half of them are not spirits, so that's annoying. So, well, no, that's not going to work on them because they're a group. You will make their coherence go down effectively, but they don't actually have a willpower trait they're using. They have an attack dice pool and a soak dice pool. So,
Lame.
and they
I mean,
also
those are the
have...
extras you have to bring to Holden, pretty much.
well, alright, so they are going to have 11 dice at difficulty 8 because they have counter magic because some of them are hit marks.
Nice.
Fucking course.
Okay, so they take 9 damage. That is... Wait, where did that fix come from in their thing? Did I put that in the wrong place? What did you do 6 damage to?
Let's see. What did I do to that? I probably did.
Oh, no, that was the
Uh,
Nexus Crawler. Okay, so yeah, they take 9 aggravated. Okay. Oh wait, that should have actually been at +2 to, so hold on. Oh wait, no, I did do difficulty 8. Okay. Sorry. I'd forgotten about it after I had already accounted for it when I put it into the dice pool. Alright, so yes, you fry a fair number of them. They do not look happy. Alright, so, what are they going to aim at? They are otherwise mostly using, like, normal-ish types of attacks, like it's half plasma and half spirit claws and blasts and all other sorts of things, but it's just a group attack. So, they are size 2 if this wouldn't stop changing everything. I have no idea why this fucking rule set doesn't like its own size rules. Anywho, yeah. So their attack will be 9 base, or 7 base plus 2 is 9. And they are going to attack the one who just blasted them because they just got here and someone
Yeah.
blasted them with a fireball. So yeah, you've got a bunch of random shots. Oh, no. We just went over this. They attack everyone. Groups attack
Correct.
everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
but we haven't been doing that for the other groups even after we found that out. So
It's a new round now.
Well, we're starting when we're remembering it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get the zombies after this, so you'll have that going for you.
Yes, and our SPD is fine.
Yeah. We're going to remember that from now on, okay?
I would
Everyone-
recommend that you roll once and apply that to everyone, though.
Yes, that is how you do it. And then if you dodge, you all roll that separately, and then damage
Do you
gets...
have to dodge all the attacks separately, or do you just dodge it once for all the attacks coming to you?
You have to make a dodge action per attack coming at you.
Okay, so like if you want to be dodging like those 3 enemy teams we have, you have to split our dice action into like 4
No.
actions.
The way that it works in EvWoD, because it's based on the Dark Ages one, is you declare that you're splitting your action. Your first action that you take is at a +1 difficulty and -1 die, which we didn't account for, but it wouldn't really matter much. And then after that, it goes up from there. So your first dodge action after your normal action would be +2, -2, and then so on and so forth from there.
Okay.
So you basically can do as many as you need. It just gets harder and harder.
So, okay, I'll guess I'll...
So you'll be at -2 dice and +2 difficulty for this. Alright, and yep, here's their attack on everyone.
2 successes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm actually at +1 difficulty to be hit.
Yep.
This is going to get complicated soon.
Yeah, that is
So they
annoying.
only have... What? What is annoying?
It means I can't just roll... Well, I guess I can just roll once
You
and
can so
make
instead,
manual
we'll just-
checks.
Right,
Alright,
so she would get 3 successes instead of 4.
right. So, let's go down the line. We'll do the damage for Goth Lady, which means at +1 difficulty, that would have been... Wait, why was that
3.
at difficulty 8?
I-
Okay, there are no... I guess I didn't change it back. Sorry, this whole thing's a shit show. Anywho. There are no 7s, so that's actually perfect for Goth Lady. 6s, everyone else will have 5 successes coming at them.
I'm going to spend an essence for a perfect soak.
Okay, then I just won't bother with the rolls. Alright, let's do Mason then.
All right, let's see what you
At
got.
least, everyone else still gets hit.
Yes.
I'm soaking.
Okay, so, yeah, so they have 9 dice of aggravated damage coming at Mason, plus the 3 makes it 12.
All right.
Because spirits do ag damage and the hit marks have plasma horribleness. Alright, my
You
die
rolled
is...
2 instead of...
Yeah, what the fuck?
We just forgot your 1. Also, wouldn't it be... You said it was 5 hits for people who weren't met her. So
Right, so it was 4 plus 9 means 13, so we'll throw a
11 more.
at. Okay, this says 1. Is it actually 1? 10, 11. There we go. Okay, so soak 9 damage, Mason.
All right, let's see how it goes. I have this going up 15 at DC 4.
Okay, you soaked more than they put out, so you just kind of eat it as a bunch of like plasma rifles and a couple of things like claw at your face, and they just kind of bounce off the glow of your skin and everything. All right, Magadon first team is next. So that will be the 5, so 4 plus their normal damage of 9 makes 13. Why does it not want to accept 13 to type in? There it goes. Okay, soaking.
This is against what?
Nope, this is against the Magadon first team. Okay, they take 4 ag, but that's the first damage they've actually taken, because they've been soaking like champs. SPD first team, they're not hitting themselves, they are going after the animated objects. So pull 13 on the animated objects. Alright, and the animated objects have a soak of 5 total. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
Sure, I can. So that's 5, 6, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
success.
the animated objects take 7 damage, which is more than their health. So they go down a size, is basically what that comes down to.
My zombies cannot soak ag.
Well, I will keep that in mind. So their soak comes down to 4, their defense value I did not account for, but that I'm not going through that with this whole thing. Alright, so now we are on Dolores herself. You did not... Oh wait, sorry, shoot, how much did you dodge? Did you roll
I
that?
dodged 2.
Okay, so I will just remove 2 from the successes since that was my success, so soak 3 aggravated.
Okay.
And you do have the Dawn cast bonus, whatever that is.
It lets you re-roll, which you probably
So-
doesn't want to for that.
Yeah, that's pretty good for
don't
3 dice.
remove the rules of 1, so yeah.
Okay,
Doesn't
so you take 1 damage after my mistake is accounted for. So I will
Yeah,
put that
one
on your
I
thing. Okay, and now for the zombies who cannot soak. So they
Yeah, of course.
take 6 aggravated, so they go down a size because they can't route. So their damage
Yeah.
becomes 5, their soak becomes 5, their attack becomes 5. Okay. Oh, and their
And
health
they their
becomes
health levels.
11, and then, yep, it resets back down. Okay. That was them. Okay, now the zombies get to attack everything. I think my first feedback to Holden is fucking attacking everything is horrible, and they should not do that.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
so it's based on Godbound, where they mostly use melee weapons. So it's like if you're in their cloud, it's like they're like swarms in D&D.
Yeah, this is all
I
like
mean,
squads of close combat breaching, and it,
The only,
it's ranged weapons, and yeah.
the only one that's operating like Godbound is normally is the zombies.
All right. Anywho, yeah. So zombies.
Against
You've been
the
having
SP
me roll their attack.
Crawler, yeah, Nexus Crawler and Spirits and Automatons is the 3 attacks they get.
Okay, I had them at 6 dice before, so they're 5 now, right? Yeah. Just 4
Yeah.
normally? Yeah. Okay. So 5 at every one of the enemies, so 3 successes against the SPD. First team means 7
7
damage. Okay, they're
Oof.
probably gonna soak that. Yep.
Almost definitely, yeah.
They're fine. Alright, now the Nexus Crawler.
Yeah, my zombies aren't doing a whole lot.
That's fine.
I mean, they've been soaking up some bullets.
Yeah, they've been meat shields. That's their job.
Yep, I mean, these are definitely not fighting on Exalt tiers. Alright. And then against the Spirits and Automatons. Right, 3, and they have a soak of 7. Okay, zombies chew at a lot of flesh, but unfortunately do not get much done. Alright, I think to make up for the Spirits and Automatons getting the benefit so late in the thing, I just won't give them their extra attack. So
oh, so you're saying that the groups get the extra attacks and they attack everything?
yes,
Wow.
they are ridiculous and unwieldy.
The
Like I
zombies
get
don't-
that they're supposed to be deadly, but when you've still got a bunch of stuff involved in the fight, it becomes really hard to deal with. And the
Yeah.
zombies down to size 1, so they don't have an extra attack.
Yeah, if this isn't for like wargaming, this is like, hey, you have a bunch of exiles fighting one group of enemies. Okay.
Yes, against that it's good, but this you got a bunch of allies, and then there's also the
Yeah,
Nexus Crawler.
yeah.
And... Alright, so Nexus Crawler's extra actions, it is not going to get Warp Reality more than once per turn because I'm not a cruel master.
You're not a sadist.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
So, the one who actually managed to hurt it, though, was Mason, so it's gonna at least see what it can do against him. It attacks with willpower, which will actually go down because of the presence of the Abyssal, because that does work on the Crawler, who is not a group. Okay, 4 successes. Mason isn't dodging or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay, so that becomes, you know what, I'm just gonna add an extra thing and rename this to other. Alright, so 15 plus 3 makes 18. Alright, soak 5 aggravated damage. Okay, you are good, and it's gonna attack you again.
It's just smashing me into walls and through ceilings and whatever.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fuck off tentacles.
Yeah, like, basically a tentacle grabs you and smashes you into the wall, and it does more damage to the wall and the tentacle than to you. And here comes the second one. Okay, so this time it's 8 plus 15 makes 23.
God.
This is a daddy Nexus Crawler. This is a souped up by dark SPD magic Nexus Crawler.
And you still managed to sell
almost, but didn't quite get through. You feel it, like, you know when someone gets pushed against a wall and it kind of like knocks the breath out of them a bit? It's like that, but it doesn't really hurt you. Okay. So, next round, and re-roll. And we start with the Magadon first team. Who will attack every enemy, yes.
I just would like to point out that it's marked as hostile when it's not.
It's marked what?
As hostile when it's not. It's marked as it's an ally. Same for the zombies.
Yeah, I didn't actually change any of that. Doesn't really matter because it's normally used for like targeting stuff when you're using a map and whatnot, but anywho, now they look green and friendly for you. Alright, so yes, they are going to shoot at everything, as they do. Alright, 3 successes, so 2 plus their damage against the Nexus Crawler. That's 2 damage, which it soaks with willpower. Okay, Nexus Crawler is unsurprisingly fine. Next is the other spirits and stuff. That is 2 successes against their 7 dice. Just barely don't manage to do much to them. Alright, and then against the first team. The other first team. Oh! That is 6 damage against the first team, so 9. There we go.
Hey.
They get a few good shots in, and now the SPD first team is gonna go ahead and roll to be coherent. And you do have a werewolf by now in war form with one of the Nexus Crawlers around, so I'm gonna make their coherence all the way down to 6. And we'll see how they do.
And my anima too.
Right. They are fine though. So they wrap around to size 1.
Well, hold on. Did you account for seeing an ally being decimated by an area attack?
Look at
they got
it's 8, 8, 9, 10, even with the ally, which you are. Well, because I canceled one of them out with the Nexus Crawler being their quote unquote hero. So, but yeah, I guess it would still, because no, the other ones had to do the route. They haven't yet, so yeah, that would cancel out. But either way, even if you get added 2 difficulty, they're still fine and removed to success stuff. Anywho, so it goes down to 9, and health goes down to 8, and attack goes down to 8. Alright. And then their damage... Whoops, that's the Magadon. Then their damage resets. Okay. Yep, that was the last of the enemies, so now it is the Nexus Crawler's turn. It is going to see what it can do with Warp Reality. Wait, is that supposed to be difficulty 6? Let me double check. Oh no, it's difficulty 7, so I will remove any 6s, so it actually had 5, which still lets it do whatever the fuck it wants. I think it is going to... think it's going to try to just melt Mason. So it's going to do direct aggravated bolts of damage.
Give it your best shot.
So that will be... Really? That's only 6? Oh, wait,
You
no,
do it
I
anyway.
think... No, I do... Oh, right, no, I treat that as the attack roll, which would be 5, so 4 plus 6 means 10 dice. Okay.
Okay.
It's honestly better off just attacking you normally with the enhanced traits, but... Okay, soak 2 whole aggravated damage. Yeah, I guess I really shouldn't have done that. Oh well.
Yeah, well, Chaos Repelling Pattern, it wouldn't have mattered either way. It could have tried to turn me into a puddle.
Well, yeah, this is more like it's like a bolt of entropy.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, technically.
It's like changing the air around me into fire or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like that. So it can't actually, like, melt your bones or anything. Anywho, you are fine. It will take its other actions at the end of the turn, as is the normal. Alright, so animated objects make your attack roll, and then I will roll damage against everything, just so that can be done quicker. It's, you went down a size, so it's 10 dice.
Oh, yeah, okay, 10 dice, difficulty 6. Oh. 2 successes. Yeah, no.
Technically, it's diff 8, but it doesn't matter. So
Okay,
Um,
so...
Yeah, because they had ranged weapons, but yeah, it does not look like you had any 6s or 7s, so all good. So yeah, 2 successes against all of them, so I will do all the damage. So their base damage is 5 now, so that becomes 6. Ah, what did you
Oh,
do?
6? Okay.
nice.
Why did it roll that many dice for damage?
No, I rolled it, because like, oh, I thought it was still at 10 plus 1. No, it's 6. So 5 plus 1.
Wait, no, not 5. Oh shoot, I was looking at the zombies. I'm sorry. I have a lot to keep track of. You're right, it is 10.
So, okay.
Take off the last die, which is a.
Yeah, so I'll give you the, right, the 7.
Well, no, the last die there is a 2, which means it would still be 8.
Yeah.
I mean-
yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, anywho, I will... Okay, so that's against the Nexus Crawler, so here's its soak. I'm going top to bottom is how I'm generally doing this. Alright, so that means 6 lethal damage to it.
Wow.
It has a lot of health levels, so I'll just warn you now.
Okay.
Yeah,
it-
I figured
It's
it
basically getting its essence for both health and using essence because of some weird SPD shit that's
Okay.
gone into it. Alright.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yes, is this
Oh.
something that matters for the soaps for the rest of
Yeah,
the stuff?
I was thinking it was gonna be the. I thought reality might have costed essence, but apparently it doesn't. So.
Yeah, it doesn't say I'm actually costing it an essence, but like I said, it's getting its health and its essence separate, and it gets the actual good amounts of it. Because, again, SPD shit, this is a very supercharged bullshit Nexus Crawler. It's SPD made a Nexus Crawler. To give a bit of spoiler, but you could probably put that together by the end of this. Anywho, so this next one is against the Spirits and Automatons, who have a soak of 7, and you rolled 4 successes for damage. Okay, so they take 4 damage, which is enough to take them down a size. They are robots and bound spirits, so they are not actually rolling to, run away. They are just... So that becomes... Oh shoot, they have a defense spell. Oh right, but I'm not dealing with that with the groups, because that's fucking annoying. Hold on, I'm changing their stuff. health becomes 10, and they now don't have extra attacks and stuff. Okay, so next is the SPD first team. So one
Oof.
successive damage. They went down. Did I change their... So, yeah, because... No, I didn't. Sorry, I have a lot to change every time something happens with it.
Yeah, the automation would help with that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, they are fine. Alright, so that is the animated object's turn. I think at this point all of the groups are down to size 1, so we don't have to worry about back and forth shit there.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So, now it is the Spirit and Automaton's turn. And yeah, they're gonna attack everything. Which I hate. Okay, so that is 3 successes. Anyone who wants to roll to dodge, do so now.
I'm gonna spend an essence again on a perfect soak.
Okay.
Let's see.
I mean, I bought it. I better get some use out of it. God damn it!
Alright.
Guess I'm down to 2 dice at difficulty 9.
You're in a...
already took
we're
2
in a-
Not
actions.
effective.
No, we're in a new round now, so you would be... Basically, this would be your first action, so you would have the +1, -1.
Oh, well, okay. Sure. That's 4 out 7. Roll. Yeah, 1
Okay.
success.
So it's only a +1 against you, which I'll totally remember. Okay, so first against the Magadon first team is 2 plus their damage of 8. Not 0 dice. There we go. Right, and the Magadon first team soak is 7. Okay, so they take 3 aggravated damage. That still doesn't take them out. So next comes the animated objects. So 10 dice. So 1 success, and the animated objects have a soak of 4. They are fine. Goth Lady auto soaked. So now Dolores. So, whoop. No, that's still it. Oh wait, no. Take away one of those because you dodged and you got 1 success, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
soak 2. Okay, so you
Okay.
take 1 more ag, so you are at 2. Yep. Got that. And next is Mason, who did not dodge, right?
Correct.
Okay, wow, soak fucking 9 damage. Apparently they know to focus fire on you. No, you're still good. That's
I mean,
lucky.
you know, the Nexus caller threw me through a wall, and they're having trouble shooting through the wall.
Yeah. All right. And now the zombies
Zombies.
who cannot soak. So 4 damage. They just reset, so they are just at 4 damage. All right.
My turn.
Yes. Now it is your turn.
You know, I am getting awfully annoyed with these spirits and automatons. I'm gonna go after those guys, and I think my excellency is still up. Yeah.
Your essence 3, and we're on round 2, but we started at 0 because I'm stupid. So, but yes, because you're at essence 3, so you've got another good round.
All right. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be 18 dice, not 16.
Right, and
Okay.
the spirits and automatons have a defense value of +1, so the difficulty's 1 higher. But it's too late for that.
Oh.
So, how many 6s did you roll? You rolled 3 6. Oh, so you fail.
Oof.
Okay.
Fucking.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a waste of a turn. Fuck me. Anyway.
Yeah, they've got a +1 on their defense value because the spirits are kind of like going in and out of the gauntlet, and they're in weird swarmy forms, and the hit marks are kind of like protected with their weird force fields, and it's basically to represent all that kind of bullshit that they have.
I
So-
counteract that. Hold on, wait. Can I counteract that by spending a willpower?
Willpower is an
I've-
automatic success, not a
Nope,
difficulty break.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Basically, I have a charm that when I spend a willpower, it lets me attune my senses across the gauntlet.
Oh no, that's not going to be enough on its own. It's a combination of shit.
Shit. Well, I tried.
All right, Dolores.
Well, I guess I should be channeling another go at my explosive thing, because it's better than my gun. Okay.
Okay.
Basic round difficulty.
So if you spend,
Yeah. I'll spend 2 more essence, yeah. 14 successes, so yeah.
okay, so
just
yeah,
waiting for my next.
that'll go off next
Nice.
turn. Yep. Okay, Mason.
All right. I guess I pop out of my mason-shaped hole in the wall and start shooting this Nexus Crawler some more.
Okay.
Same 17 dice. I believe that Excellency's still up.
Nice.
Right, it's going to use one of its extra actions to dodge.
All right.
That's actually 13 to spec.
Yes.
It's definitely going to use one of its extra actions to dodge. Okay, so with your extras being 13 minus 6 means 7
Times 2
successes. Well, no, you multiply the 6 by 2 times 2, right? For Hungry
Yeah, I
Tiger.
assume so. I
Yeah.
assume it's like whatever's left after your success.
So that'd be 12 plus your weapon.
Okay. And the weapon is 7, so 19.
Mm-hmm.
Go, Mason! Fucking ones.
Okay.
Well, they should be removed. So, or they should automatically be removed.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
know, but they're still showing up.
Yeah, they are.
Fucking
Well, I
ones.
mean, they still show up, but they're not removed from the successes pool. Or
Right.
they are, because I'm using the button for that.
Anywho, yeah, here is its soak, which is the exact same as its dodge pool, because spirits are weird. Alright, so you do 7 damage to it, which is aggravated, so that goes up to 13. Alright, you sever, a few more tentacles with bullets and free yourself so your feet can hit the ground again.
Yes.
Alright, the SPD's first team, I think they're gonna... Let's see. I think they're gonna use... Okay, they can't use their devices on you again. But they don't know that. So they're gonna try to do it on you. I'm not gonna roll anything. They're basically gonna shoot you with it, and it's just gonna entirely fizzle. And at that point, they're gonna know not to waste their turn again in the future.
Very good.
And that does make it so they don't attack everything, because that's a special ability. That's not the generic attack.
Yes.
All right. Zombies attack everything.
Yep.
All right. So I will roll their attack pool first. Right, and so they just get their raw damage of 5. So, 5 versus the Nexus Crawler. Nexus
it's gonna
Crawler is
soak that.
fine. 5 versus the Spirits. 3, they have 6 now. They are fine. And then against the SPD first team. They are fine. Okay.
Yeah, it feels like the zombies haven't really been doing much except taking damage, which I suppose is useful, but
That's really
not
all you
when
can
battle-
hope for.
but it's not really that useful when battle groups just do damage to everything in the vicinity. So, like,
I mean,
what's the
in
point?
fairness, they ate a couple of attacks before we actually knew that, so...
Yeah, so they were more useful than they should have been.
Why
I'll
did it
take it.
just... Sorry, it was
Um,
being weird about how it selected things. Okay, so the Nexus Crawler only has one extra action left, because it dodged, and it's gonna... I mean, I guess keep trying to attack Mason, like, no one else has really done a ton of damage, so... Even though he's also the hardest to hurt, he still wants you dead the most.
I'm the one who will kill it.
Yep, so...
Yeah,
um,
I'm letting our Dawn handle that. I'm trying to take care of the ads.
Okay, so 6 successes on the attack means 5 plus 15 is 20. Alright, soak 8. Nope. Alright. And that puts us on next turn, so roll, and it's the Nexus Crawler's turn. Alright.
shit.
Incredibly frustrated Nexus Crawler. Like, this should be easier.
So its base action is going to be to warp reality, just because that's kind of what it always does for its normal one. Wait, whoops. That is not what its dice pool is. I clicked the warp reality thing, which I didn't update the macro for instead of its... Anywho, so 7 instead of
have
11
5 more.
means it has 4 more dice.
Well, it rolled 6 instead of 11. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to up the difficulty, so... that just adds nothing, so 1 success. Which it means it can do very little.
Wait. It has 11, not 10, right? You rolled 10 total.
Oh yeah, it does have 1 more die. I must have added in the wrong thing there when I... Doesn't
Not that it
matter.
matters.
Okay. So, with 1 success, it's going to basically create a hazy blur around it, so attacks against it will be +1. That won't stack with the ranged weapon one, but melee attacks will get it. Okay.
Dolores.
Yes. What would
It's
Dolores
me,
like to
Dolores. I guess Dolores would fire off her, whatchamacallit, that spell she has.
The fireball.
Yep.
The fireball.
Brilliant raptor.
Yes.
Into the
Other Brilliant
SPD?
Raptor.
Or
Other
the spirits.
and automatons.
Yeah, they are a little more
So-
dangerous right now. Okay.
Yeah. Roll 15 damage. That is 10 successes.
Okay. And they soak at +2 difficulty, but with extra dice for this. Because it is magic. Alright, so that is 8 damage to them, and they were already at 9 out of 10 damage, so yeah, you explode them and they just kind of discorporate or turn into a molten heap depending on which type of thing it was.
Excellent.
Okay. Mason.
Alright, I will keep trying to get rid of this Nexus Crawler. With this firearm in my hand. I guess I'll take a penalty because it is got a haze, so I can't pattern that away probably.
Correct.
So I'll be rolling at DC 7.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
fine.
It's not going to dodge this time.
Alright, that will be 19 damage then. Minus 7 minus 1 is 6, and then 12 plus 7.
Yep. Okay. Soaking 10.
Yep.
Alright,
another
so
5.
it takes another 5. But, so it is up to that many. Okay.
Alright, so below half, we think, right? Because it's heavily wounded.
It's still what?
It says it's heavily wounded, so I'm assuming it's below half.
No, I don't know why it's what heavily wounded actually implies. It doesn't do that. That light up thing doesn't work right in this because the rule set isn't a D&D-ish rule set, so it doesn't know how to do it when you change what the values represent, which I did for some of the essence and for the different damage types, which isn't normally a thing. And so.
Okay.
So yeah, it's got it's what it's basically showing you is it's got like a certain amount of aggravated to lethal ratio, I think, is what it ends up looking at. Anywho,
Okay.
so
Okay.
oh right, I forgot to take its essence down. Okay, Magadon first team.
Attacks everything.
Yes, they do, which right now is just the SPD first team and the Nexus Crawler. So, here is their attack roll,
Oof.
and they just don't hit anything in the chaos of battle. Goth Lady.
Alright, I'm spending another essence to activate my Firearms Excellency again.
Okay.
I should probably do that retroactively. Oops. There we go.
And I have to do this at diff 7. Well, for the Nexus Crawler anyway. I'm going to be going after the first team, probably, for the moment.
Okay. Then no
'Cause-
penalty, because you resisted the weapon melting, right? Only Dolores was affected by that.
Yeah, I got a success on my willpower roll.
Yep.
So,
So yeah.
6 successes to hit. So that's going to be 5 plus 8.
Yep.
13.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So, Kate?
8 damage against the first team. Okay, so they take 6. Alright, and they just rolled over, so they've still got some health level left, but they are not looking great.
Would you allow me to make an intimidation check? Since I am wearing, like, giant fucking plate armor.
I would allow it if you had an action dedicated to it, but
Fair. Fine.
right. Animated objects are going to attack the Nexus Crawler and first team because they really don't have anything else they can do. So yeah, go ahead and roll their whatever their dice pool is. 10. Are you doing it, Peter, or do you want me to just handle it? Alright, I can't hear him saying anything, so I'm just
Me
gonna do-
neither.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Alright, so animate objects, roll that many dice. Okay, so 5 plus their damage of 9. Oh wait, that was supposed to be at a increased difficulty, wasn't it? So let's see, 6s and 7s minus 4 means they only roll 2, which means the damage comes out to 11. So 11 versus the Nexus Crawler. Oh wait, that failed. I didn't actually need to roll soak. Alright, and 11 versus the first team. That is 6 versus 8 dice. They take 1, and that's not quite enough on its own to kill them. They had 2 left.
Oh, no.
Alright.
Screw up. Anyway.
And now it is their turn, unfortunately. Alright, so, anyone who wants to dodge can go ahead and dodge, but these guys aren't nearly as difficult.
Plus- So,
That was when
There you go.
that's
Okay.
Ow.
Alright, so we will start against Dolores, who... Well, this is the attack roll for everyone first.
Failed her
3
dodge.
successes. Okay, so damage 9 plus 2 means 10.
They only have 2 successes against me, because I'm at +1 diff to be hit.
Okay.
Currently it's Dolores.
Alright, so 2 damage to Dolores. That's just lethal, because they're just shooting you with guns. Alright, and
Because he has to
then...
put all the house bodies.
Yeah. Alright, and then Mason is Soak 8.
I'm glad that I'm getting all the worst damage rolls.
Yeah, it's like they know to focus on you, and yet it's still not enough. Alright, the Magadon first team. That is 4 versus... I think it's like not wanting to let it go. There it goes. Alright, the Magadon first team is fine. So you rolled 4 to soak versus...
Two.
Oh wait, one of those should be gone, but either way you're fine. Now against the animated objects. Alright, 4 versus their 4 dice. Okay, so they take 3 damage, and they've got 2 health left after that. And then the zombies, who can soak lethal. 4 versus the zombies, so go 5 dice. So they do 2 damage to the zombies. Okay. Now it's the zombies' turn.
And they're also going to attack everything in range, because battle group rules.
Yep, so I'll just handle that. So 5 dice, 2 success for the base attack, so 6 versus the Nexus Crawler.
Nope.
And that's just a fail, and then 6 versus the SPD first team. 2 successes versus the first team's 8 dice. Okay, the first team's fine too.
I wanted the zombies to kill them.
Okay. Extra actions. That's just the Nexus Crawler. It did not dodge at all this turn. So I guess it's just gonna try and have its way with Mason some more.
Alright.
Alright, 5 successes to attack. It's 19 dice for damage. Soak 3 whole fucking damage. Watch, this is gonna be the one you fail. Nope.
Nope. Maybe the next one.
Maybe. Here is the attack. 4 successes means that becomes 18. Soak 6. Wow.
Soaking
Not-
it again. Nice.
Not today, yeah.
Not today, Satan.
See,
I
it's
need
really,
a damage reflector.
it's really good.
like-
It can't warp reality to like remove your soak.
Yes. I didn't actually improve my soak for this battle. Like it's the same as it was. Since
I mean,
day
yeah, your
one.
soak's always been ridiculous.
I did add extra armor for this battle. I grabbed it.
It is your turn though.
Great. I will continue pumping my little yellow bolts of light into it. You know.
Sounds good.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yep.
Okay. So 8
6.
plus 7.
Okay.
Oh, because of the 10, right? So 10 plus 7, so 17.
All right. That's actually 17. 17. There we go.
Okay. 8 damage, soaking. So that is 4 more aggravated damage to it. Where is it? There it is.
Down 22.
Alright, so at this point, you can hazard a guess that it's about like halfway dissipated. Alright,
Alright.
Magadon
Glad I
first
have lots
team.
of ammo.
So, Magadon first team, I keep forgetting they're supposed to have an increase to their difficulty for ranged attacks. I did not forget this time. And yet they did better than ever with it. That's kind of funny.
Nice.
So even with their guns like half jamming and stuff, they are so well trained by Mason that they know what to do.
Well, somebody's becoming Tiger Warrior someday.
Yeah. Alright. So that will be 14 dice of damage against the Nexus Crawler. 11
Nice.
versus 7, so 4
Fair.
damage to it. Okay, and damage to the other first team. 7 versus 8 dice. And they go down.
Excellent.
Yeah. Finally, the waves of fire start to, like, break through the armor. Some go through the neck. There's spurts of blood that spray across the wall. One falls into, like, a pit of bubbling concrete that the Nexus Crawler made and gets hardened up in there. It's a whole thing. Alright.
Okay.
You'll have plenty more zombies where those came from.
Nexus Crawler's turn. Nope, don't press the warp reality. I know that. Difficulty 7. I'm doing it right this time. And it fails.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, animated objects. I'm just gonna...
Just the Nexus Crawler now.
Right, yeah, just the Nexus Crawler, so... Oh, whoops, that should be... I forgot the difficulty on them this time. 1, 2 less, that's fine. So 4, so 3 plus... That means 12. Right, 5 versus... So
Nice.
they managed to do 2 damage to it.
They're contributing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Dolores, it is your turn.
Okay. What can I do? I guess I'll just do to the Nexus Crawler then. Which means I have 9 base. I'll spend 1 for an Excellency.
Okay.
That's
Remember your
Fine,
plus
so
2
it's
difficulty
14,
because your firearm
like-
half melted.
Yeah. That's 17 difficulty 8. Okay, how is that? 6, so plus 5. What the heck was my damage again?
Well, on the plus side, you get the
for
round
that.
bonus on your damage, which is nice.
Yeah, so that's 9 damage, difficulty 6 roll. 2 successes.
More.
Oof.
4.
Did
Because you're using
it-
my anima.
Oh yeah,
Just roll this cast.
yeah, 2 successes, 9 and 8.
And then,
Plus
yeah, but
1
you
didn't
just,
count.
the ones don't subtract.
Right.
Already
If-
does cast.
They didn't. The only successes
Oh, okay.
of 6 were
Yeah.
a 9.
Oh, sorry, I misread that.
Okay. So here's the soak. Alright. Yeah, it... Wait, oh, the difficulty shouldn't be 7. But either way, it still didn't soak any of it because of the 1. So that is 2 whole damage to it. So let's see, 22 plus 14, okay. Oops, and that should be down 1. Alright, Goth Lady.
I still have my excellency active, so I'm just gonna shoot the Nexus Crawler now.
Go for it.
Yeet.
Okay.
Okay. That's my rifle's damage plus 2 is 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Those one's ruining my day, man.
Yeah, your bullets unfortunately just kind of bounce off. Alright. Zombies fail on their attacks, so Nexus Crawler's extra actions. No one else
I
is
feel like-
hurting it, so sorry, what, Alpha?
Yeah, I said I feel like my ability has been one of the most clutch things against this thing.
Alright, I mean, yeah, that losing a die from all of its stuff is pretty nice. Yes, so it's going to attack Mason twice, because it's still the only one doing much to him. Like, it's got some amount from the first team and stuff, but it's basically going to melt them with Warp Reality if it ever succeeds on that.
Yep.
So, focusing on Mason. Because if he can't get through Mason, he can't get through anyone. So, 4 plus 15 is 19 dice. 8 successes to soak. And you're good. And try number 2. Wow. It clearly got frustrated with the first one not doing anything, so it just kind of like flailed at the concrete above you.
Like throwing a tantrum. I'm a god, I'm supposed to be able to kill these guys.
Exactly. Why do you insist on being existing? That's the thing it hates most.
Yeah.
Alright, and next turn. And the animated objects go...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was me for some reason.
No, it was on you, but I didn't correct it after I rerolled initiative.
Nope.
Anywho, so
Careful.
animated objects go. I'm, again, just going to run through it myself, because it's just against the Nexus Crawler.
They got the same initiative, so Mason could have gone first.
Doesn't matter, he can still use his roll when it comes. Okay, 5 versus 6. Nexus Crawler is fine. Now it is Mason. You rolled 6, 7, 8 successes. So
Okay.
7 times 2 plus 7.
14 plus 7 is 21.
You got blackjack.
We shall see.
Alright. Okay, so it takes 5 more aggravated.
Nice.
Why does it not want to let me? There we go. I swear it's been really finicky about me typing today, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, no, it's been finicky with everybody. Can
Okay,
confirm.
so yeah, this thing is... It's only got, like, 1 human's worth of life force left in it. Alright, it's gonna warp reality. Difficulty
Ew,
7.
eat Dolores out.
Okay, 2 successes, which, okay, yeah, that's still just the 1 success tier. There's really not much it can do with that. It's just going to, basically renew what it's already doing, making it hard to hit it, and especially going to focus that on the Magadon first team. Basically, lights and shadows are getting really weird and wavy and horrible.
Okay.
All right.
Do the previous penalties still apply, or those effects stay?
It doesn't stack, it's just kind of keeping
Okay.
it up, because that was just like a 1
Yeah.
success thing, so I didn't... Yeah.
The worst.
Okay.
Go.
Dolores will shoot at Crawler with extra difficulty with her weird gun that's kind of melty. 4 successes, so that's 7 damage, 6 cast, roll. Pew pew, 3 successes.
Alright. Hey, you actually heard it.
By 1, but still, that's
Mhm.
something. That's what I've done. Are my zombies? I believe it is my turn now.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to pew pew again.
Pew away.
That is 9 successes to hit.
Yep.
So I get a total of 16 dice of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Only.
Well, let's see. No.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to do anything because my damage rolls have been shit. Against
Yep.
this thing, I don't know.
Alright, Magadon first team is gonna do what they can. 5 means 13 for dice of damage. Hey, they did
Ew.
even worse than you. And
Ew.
yeah, they just bounce off. Alright, zombies attack. 2 successes, so 6 dice of damage. And soak. And it's fine. Alright. And now this thing is just gonna continue trying to wail at Mason because he's pretty well the bottleneck.
Yes.
Okay. That is exactly right. 6 damage. If you can roll below 10 for once. Nope. And trying again.
Oh shit, I never accounted for my specialty on my attack roll. Oh well. Not that it would make much difference.
Yeah. Okay, 11.
Wow.
Hey, you took
Wow,
some damage.
I'm gonna use my dawn power and re-roll that just to fuck with you.
Damn you.
Ah.
Wow,
That's what you get.
that's what I get.
So you take 5 aggravated damage.
Okay, that might actually inflict a wound penalty.
Yeah,
That's
so
up to 2.
finally the thing kind of like latches on and in a place in your chest where it just can't get through, and it finally, you feel a crunch of bones starting to get in there. Finally starting to worry a bit.
Yes, let me see what my wound penalty actually is.
Alright, and initiative. Alright, it is Dolores' turn while you're doing that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's... I guess I'll shoot it again. It's dead. 2
Okay.
successes. Yay. So, 5 and 6 and...
Yeah, I think we're pretty much at the point of seeing how much damage it does before you all get through it.
Yeah.
Yep. The wound penalty is -1. So,
Ooh. A whole -1.
I know.
Alright, so it is fine. Alright, Mason. -1 to
Alright.
your attack. Ooh.
Out! Take it out! Take it out!
We'll
Take
see.
It. So it's 6.
Okay.
I could re-roll that with lucky. Why don't I do that? Maybe I'll do better.
Go for it.
Or maybe you'll do worse like last time.
Maybe I will.
Nope, there
Okay.
you go.
There I go. So that'll be, I guess, 21 damage again, unless it's dodging.
Yep, go for it. Okay. So, soaking 11. So that's 5, so that is...
5.
Okay, it is still barely up.
Just shake.
Alright. It is just going to attack you because Warp Reality is not doing what it needs to for it. And it's finally getting some purchase, so it's reinvigorated. Yeah, not with 4 successes. I'm sure. So that takes that to 18. Wow, good damage roll. So 10. Ah, you soak it
do.
exactly.
Yes.
All right, Goth Lady.
I feel like because I don't feel like reloading combat, I basically toss the used rifle to the side, grab another one, and pew again.
Okay. There are plenty of people that have gone down, so there are rifles aplenty.
So yeet. I will roll at my 18 dice. Diff 6.
Okay.
So that. Alright, so that's only 7. But I will take it over the shit show that, yeah. So it's 14 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Please, RNG Jesus, have mercy.
Let's see. Nope.
Damn it!
That weapon doesn't seem to do any better against it.
Yeah,
I said
damn
that.
it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to get the finishing blow, but no. Fuck you,
Ooh.
dice.
Maybe it'll go to the Magadon first team and make you all feel horrible.
Yeah, yeah, come on, man.
Okay, so 10. Maybe. Let's see how it soaks. Oh my god. The first team take it down.
Yep, fuck me, I guess.
So yeah, you know, Mason like plugs a hole in it, like tears its head off, and the first team just all kind of like comes around it and just shoot it into the ground. There's a grenade that goes into it and explodes its bits all over the place, and then another grenade like bursts into flames and mops those bits up, and you know, you hear them all going clear and all that kind of shit. And
Yep.
yeah, with
Then I'll
that,
trigger ghost eating technique and make sure it doesn't come back.
yes, you definitely should do that.
Nice.
That'll cost me another essence. That's okay. Because I'm about to get 3 back.
All right. It lets out a. As you absorb it, you hear just this strange, otherworldly voice that's just clearly not happy with you, but it's gone after a moment, and everything goes eerily silent.
Well, I'm just like, so, that happened.
Yep. And now is the time when we reload.
Yep, this is when I'm reloading all my shit.
Yep. So,
Well, at least we got more crops for the zombies. So anyway.
yeah. So, obviously with the main bad guy gone, those that were defending the other man-made entrances finish off their own intruders, and everything just goes like strangely silent, like not even the normal background noise seems to be present, since, well, anything that makes that background noise has been pretty well destroyed.
Yeah, Dolores will quickly do some sweep by trying to listen in on any survivors, and when it's all clear, she just opens up the Pentex building back up.
I look around like the director, like, I think we're going to need a new office.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just rearrange this a little bit. It'll be fine.
There were like
Just have
5
it
Nexus
spare for
crawlers in here. That's
No, there's one Nexus crawler and a shit ton of other Banes, automatons, and first teams.
that was us. There were other entrances with other Nexus crawlers.
No,
Oh.
no, there was only one giant Nexus crawler that
good.
was basically surrounding the building. Like,
I'm
Yeah.
if it's for flavor, I feel like the werewolves would have been clawing at it and just not doing much.
I mean, the idea is basically, yeah, that the Nexus crawler was probably also attacking and stuff at other angles and getting hit there, and but you know, for the sake of abstracting combat, I was focusing on your entrance and you being the ones who decide how combat goes.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, if you had
They
all
will-
died out, then they would have died out too, and so on.
Yeah. So they probably, yeah. They probably did some damage to it, and so we weren't fighting against its full health pool, in theory.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, Henry sends a message to you all that, as far as he can tell, that was as much of the local resources they can put into this anytime soon, so you should have the opportunity to take a breather, and he is putting the final steps into essentially making Magadon's local office self-contained as whatever you want it to be.
Oh,
So-
good, because I'm having the increasing urge to go pay the Pentex local office a visit.
The urge to
Not
purge.
right now, obviously. We're going to take a day off.
You've earned it. So, with that, that is going to be the end of season 1. There will be a bit of a time skip whenever season 2 starts, viewers, which, if you follow me on Twitter or whatever else, I will make it clear when that happens. So, for the time being, thank you all for listening. This has been Chris Falco with Falconian Productions, and you've been listening to Exalted vs. World of Darkness Pentex.